like I just felt like wait a second. I just felt like talking really quickly about this whole thing that Nicki Minaj did. I get annoyed with what these women do. Um, because they know that they are full of it, right? This whole thing that Nicki Minaj did, talk about black women, but talking about black kids don't have to put down other children to make black kids feel better. I feel like I heard her do that too. That's a whole lie. Like, and somebody else who was commenting, reacting to her. You know how you do reactions. People do these reaction videos, talking about it. It looked like she might have been drunk. It looked like she might have been drunk, you know. But because I was wondering why it just seemed like it was so hard for her to find her words. Like Nicki Minaj, I don't remember her having such a hard time finding her words. Um, I thought it was because she knew that she was. I thought that she was having such a hard time finding her words because she didn't believe a word she said. And sometimes when people are not good liars, they have a hard time getting the words together because they're not good liars. But somebody else who was reacting to her speaking with Erica Kirk said that she looked like she drunk. She's like she got something going on. The way she talking is almost very close to incoherent. Like and I was looking at that too. Like why is she having such a hard time with her words? But anyway, yeah, this whole thing that she pulled about black women don't have to put down a blue-eyed, blonde-haired person or just white women to make themselves feel better. This reminds me of a few years ago when this YouTuber named Straight Up, her name is Straight Up, used to talk about these celebrity black women, how just to not support these celebrity black women because they literally take deals and they take these kind of oaths, 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 to make sure that black women kind of stay low. The same thing that you see with these political leaders and these leaders in the black community like Umar Johnson and all that stuff. They take these deals and they are plants in the community to make sure that black people stay on a low vibration, make sure they stay in a victimhood mentality, make sure they stay in a low consciousness. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that's what that remind me of. I remember Dick Gregory. People really should never look to celebrities, especially black celebrities, as their saviors, whether it's a man or a woman. Not Kanye West, not Kyrie Irving, not Nicki Minaj, not Beyonce, not anybody. Not Michelle Obama, not anybody. Or Barack Obama. Because a lot of these people are associated with the same industry. And I remember Dick Gregory said, while he was still alive during his speeches, Dick Gregory said that a celebrity can never help you. A celebrity is not going to help the black community. They cannot help what he said is they cannot help the black community. And when he said that they cannot help the black community, it can sound like he's just calling them sellouts and all that stuff. But I really feel like they literally take contracts and sign contracts and, to say that they would never do anything to help the black community. They might donate some money here and there, but they literally would not take any extra lengths to help uplift the black community or anything. Because a lot of these black women who are celebrities, I just really haven't seen them do anything to really uplift the black woman as much as they uplift the black man. They uplift the black man a whole lot more than these black celebrity women uplift the black woman. Okay. See, the reason why I have called black women evil, and I'm talking about black women as we see them in this realm right here, black women as we see them in this realm in the United States of America. The reason why I have called them evil is it's not because the white woman is evil. I believe the collective of white women are evil too. but they're evil in a different way. They're not evil as far as they sacrifice themselves. Black women are evil in a way that they make sure other black women stay at the bottom. And any other black woman that they see that's not, if a black woman might be individually just doing stuff for herself and not really talking about it, that's fine, because nobody's going to know what she's doing. She minding her business, so nobody's going to mess with her. But if she has a platform, where she is literally, you can see the positive changes in black women, and I'm talking about spiritually and emotionally, psychologically, and all that stuff, and she has a platform, then that's going to be a threat to this. That's going to be a threat to this particular, to the stuff that they're trying to continue to keep going, right? In this particular society, that's going to be a huge threat. And you have a whole lot of black women, especially these celebrities, and other black women that's on YouTube, and other black women with platforms, and other black women that literally, they might not have a platform, they're just programmed that way to stay at the bottom. You're going to see a whole lot of black women come out in droves to take that woman down, because they're like, a lot of them celebrities, they take deals to make sure black women stay at the bottom. They don't care. They just get money. They don't care. They get their millions, and they don't care how the collective of black women stay at the bottom. As long as, because that's the problem. That's why the black community is where they are right now, because they don't care that they're holding other people down. They don't care that the black community constantly stays at the bottom to the point where it's just no more. As long as they get a check, okay. They do things for filthy lucre. I really believe they're talking about black folks. They're not talking about anybody else but black folks. When the Bible talks about that, I literally think they're only talking about black people when they say that. Because you have other communities, they're not going to take too much money for the most part. And I'm talking about communities that's not necessarily black, right? They're not going to just take a whole bunch of money to make sure that community stays on the bottom. Literally, this is what black people do, especially black celebrities. They take money to make sure, to be a plant in the community, to make sure that the community stays on the bottom, that they never rise up. You know. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. This stuff that Nicki Minaj pulled is like, you know, it reminds me of that YouTuber that when she said that to not support black women celebrities because they sign contracts, they take deals to make sure that they do not uplift the black woman. A lot of the roles they take is showing the black woman is struggling, like these Tyler Perry movies. These roles are not really showing black women in a positive light. It's always showing her as some kind of hood rat, some kind of angry black woman, some kind of black woman that's always sacrificing herself for everybody else, but never in the way that white women are portrayed, and that's on purpose. It's done on purpose, you know. But anyway, that is it, you guys. I just wanted to talk about that really quickly. And that's what I want to say. So this is an ego-driven world right here. And in an ego-driven world, like the way this is right now, I don't think you'll ever see black women rise up. I think what black women are going to have to do is get back into their authentic selves before you really see any positive changes with the collective of black women. Now, you'll see positive changes with individual black women. You'll see positive changes with individuals. But with the collective of black women, you're not going to see positive changes with the collective of black women in an ego-driven world, because she is under some kind of mind control. They're under mind control. I don't care how many videos you tell them about hypergamy, and how many videos you tell them, they're under mind control. The only way I feel like the black women, you can see positive changes in the collective of black women, not just the individuals, but the collective, is they have to get into their authentic selves. The way some of the black women we see right now, I don't think that's going to happen. And so that's why I'm not going to try to hold on to them, because they literally are in the way. If they're not going to get into or even try, I mean, because it can't happen overnight. We know it's not going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. We know it's not going to be done overnight. Okay? But to not even try to get into your authentic self, to continue to hold on to your ego, to hold on to a false world, false narratives, to hold on to that because you get a check, whether it's YouTube or whether you're some kind of celebrity in movies or music. I don't. It's really, you should not hold on to them. They're holding you back. They are holding other black women back. Black women like that are holding other black women back, and there's no need to keep them around because the only thing they are unproductive. The only thing they do is hold up progress. There's no positive things going on in the black community. I don't care how many times they put up some kind of business and say, "Oh well, look, black women making their." I don't care. They still going to make sure that they are underneath. They're at the bottom. It's still going to be things done to make sure that somehow the black woman has to sacrifice herself for somebody else. Black women will never be left alone. Not in this kind of world, not in this kind of society. The only way this society is going to change is when, for collective black women, is if they get into their authentic selves. And I don't think the collective, as we see black women right now, I don't believe that's going to happen. So that means a whole lot of them just need to go because they're a waste. I mean, they're not going to try to. Right now, there's nothing positive for the black woman the way this world is, and if she continues to stay the way she is, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. So I think it's a waste to just keep a lot of these women around. I think it's just a waste. They're only going to hold you back. Why keep them around if they're not doing anything? Okay, they have this mentality at the bottom. A lot of these black women have this mentality to keep the black women at the bottom. Okay, but you have these black leaders like black men. They have their plans as well to keep the black community down, period. So even like these black men, they are put as plants in the community to make sure the community don't rise up too. That's why a lot of them are going against Dane Calloway. When Dane Calloway is saying that a lot of black Americans are indigenous, and you have people like Umar Johnson and all these other people that want to go against him. See, these folks like Umar Johnson and these other people, they're plants in the community to make sure black people stay lost. Okay, black women and black women, they're plants in the community to make sure that black people stay lost. Okay, but anyway, with that being said, that's all I want to talk about, and I will talk to you later. Okay.